welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Darren and this is Darren's Corner. If this is your first time, thank you so much for clicking on this video. On this channel, we talk about food, a little bit of travel and lifestyle. But before we go into today's video, I would like you to like this video, subscribe and turn on your notifications. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make yummy almond cookies. But before we start, we're going to start off with dates. And I'm going to be slicing this date and chopping it up into small pieces. So for these almond cookies, I'm going to be using dates. I would be using almonds. And I'm going to be using almond flour and yogurt. That's all the ingredients you need for this particular recipe. It's just a 4 ingredients recipe and it's so yummy and easy to make. So that's my dates. I'm just going to go chop this off into fine pieces and let's continue with that. So you're just going to continue to chop it up and just follow how I'm doing that. And you can get this knife and other kitchen products through the Kitchen Joint Company. I'm going to be providing the link here. So click on that link and you see different kitchen products. You can also check my Amazon storefront at Darren's Corner for more kitchen products that I use in my videos. Date is finely chopped. Alternatively, if you don't want to use the knife, you can also use a processor to chop this off. But I find that I like the cutting with knife instead. The next thing I'll be doing would be to do the same thing for my almonds. So this is fresh almonds unroasted, and so I would be cutting this as well into bits and pieces. You can as well use a processor for this, but I like that chunkiness feel when I crack into my cookies. This is the final look. If you want it to be smaller in size, you can continue to, cut this up into smaller pieces. Next, I'm going to pour my almond flour into my mixing bowl. And I'm going to do all the dry ingredients first. So I'm going to put in the dates as well as the chopped up almonds. Next, I'll be adding in my wet ingredient, and the only wet ingredient I'm using here is yogurt. So this yogurt is unsweetened yogurt, but if you want a little bit of kick of more sugar, you can use sweetened yogurt. That's the only thing I'm using for this recipe. I'm not going to be adding water to this, so yogurt is the only liquid I'll be using in this recipe. So for me, I prefer to use the unsweetened yogurt because I don't want it to be too sweet. The date has as a sweetener already, but if you want it to have it to be sweeter than that, then you can add in, you can do a sweetened yogurt or add sugar at this date, but I'm not adding sugar to mine, and I'm using unsweetened yogurt, Greek yogurt. and you just mix the mixture thoroughly, and like fold it and make sure that all the flour, the almond flour, is properly coated with yogurt. You also don't want it to, you want to maintain the consistency. Please use the recipe I have in the description so that you have the consistency that looks like this. And my cookie dough is ready, and I'll be using an ice cream scoop to scoop it onto my parchment lined tray. So I'm going for medium size cookies, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just scooping and putting on the parchment paper, and you can see the chunks of dates as well as almonds, and I'm going to be adding 1 almond each into each cookie dough. And this is the finished look, but before I pop it into the oven, I'm going to be using my spoon to just flatten the surface, and just to make sure that it has that cookie shape instead of a scone shape. But if you're going for a scone look, then by all means don't use a spoon. But if you're going for a cookie look, then just press it down with a spoon so that it flattens. Popping this into the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. And this is the look after baking for about 20 minutes. If you want it to be harder, you can put it in the oven longer than 20 minutes. But I prefer mine to be soft on the inside. I don't like my cookies too crunchy, so this is exactly the texture I'm looking for in terms of the palate feel. So I'm going to be spreading this on my rack, my cookies rack, to allow it cool down after I get the oven. And then after that, I'm just going to be showing you what the inside looks like. So guys, the cookies is all done. I'm gonna open one, and that is exactly the feel I'm going for. A little bit moist inside and still crunchy on the outside. Like I said, if you want yours to be harder, you can go ahead and leave it in the oven for more than 20 minutes. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This brings me to the end of my video today. I hope you're going to be replicating this recipe, and if you do, please make sure to drop me a comment, and please follow my socials as well. Don't forget to like this video, to subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Thank you. Bye.